Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Not one of like. Oh no no yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel for myself.
Why we don't have it independent? We used to have it
I've got everything anyway.
Wait, hold on, is that Rashly? Oh, that's Hayden. Oh, fine. I know, but the thing is, but Rupert, the thing is, Rupert likes one on some reason expected, and then two, with talk radio, Rupert likes to legislate it. So maybe when this guy, it's good to present it to them. Jessie, well, quick chat. How are you guys doing? Looking very smart and gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hardly. I'm bloody boiling and probably sweating out my arse. Anyway, I mean, you guys are now. You guys are back in the UK. Where were you both together last? UK or Australia? Is it hard for both of you coming continuously back and forward?
To be honest, I honestly both quite love it.
It does, yeah. Oh no, then it gets like the panic stage. What's your favorite color?
So we actually love it.
And also, Jessie, I know you've been taking part in some of the birthing of the calves and a bit of the bar work. How's that been?
Yeah, as she should be.
Let me tell you something really funny though. So the first time when I taught her how to lamb a sheep, first of all she thought lambing a sheep was massaging the animal's belly. No, massaging the animal's belly, and then secondly, the lamb was like coming out, and I was like, you've got to pull it, and then she got her finger and started rubbing its head like that. And I was like, no, you have to get stuck in.
Yeah, you have to get your hands in there.
I mean, was it a bit gross?
It's dirty work, but you know what? It's worth it because the lamb's really cute and it's beautiful. And I've got smaller hands than me, so it's less painful to keep. Like, fine hands for it.
And what is the tip to kind of maintaining that long distance relationship?
Just spend every day with each other.
I think if you want to make it work, you will. So instead of finding the negatives, you always try to
And maybe, you know, ring on the finger soon, maybe?
Maybe about it, 100%. We are doing that.
Love it. Love it. Well, congrats, you guys are here. Enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you so much.
No, it's fine. That's the whole point. I'm sorry, because people like that, when they get so big, oh no, my babe. Yes. Also, right, just to say, no, he says the most of that. He's amazing. He's amazing. Looks.
Hi. I'm good, thank you. Okay. Yes. I did, maybe not every episode, but I was a big fan of track that. I didn't feel any different way to try it. How are you?
Love the hair.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I think like it's different because people are like richer and there's people that was on it years before that. So yeah, they have to go one. So yeah. I mean I watched most of all the Love Island, so I enjoy Love Island. Okay, thank you. Now I can answer questions about that. Thank you so much.
I know. Fine.
Oh, okay. It's just like a and you wanted Anna Shah, didn't you? And you guys wanted Anna Shah, didn't you? Yeah, lovely.
There all the way at the end. I'm doing radio, but obviously I'm sharing, so. Well, I don't know, she got invited. And then there's Blake, who's actually here, who's the deputy editor, who's going to I think yeah.
Next, okay.
We can. I think we're not sure. I think it's the rumour. Good. How are you?
Benji away still?
Yeah. No, he's back. He's back. He's just come back. He literally is gallivanting. I said to him, surely, rats, surely, with the rats. So gallivanting with the rats.
I don't even ask who's on holiday with them, but there's no point asking.
No, there's no, of course there's no point. And it's so funny because I saw Georgia and Demi at the IF premiere, and they're like, oh, is he having a good time? I'm like, I don't know. So funny.
He never looks like he's having that.
Oh, well, yeah, because he's too busy posing to actually enjoy it.
He's on FaceApp.
Oh, bless him.
How's life after TV news?
We don't talk about that time of my life.
I'm still working.
Oh, God, it's...
Eamon's still rocking on.
Well, no, listen, Eamon, how's he actually doing? Is he all right? Because I...
That's what I say.
Because I saw him at James Wales' dinner, and he's a bit... He wasn't that friendly. Yeah, it seemed like...
If the job wasn't sitting down the whole time.
Yeah, of course. But also, like, I mean, I know they bring him a separate chair and all, but like that desk, like that breakfast pot, it's awkward for him.
Yeah.
Oh, how?
Or Angela's calling me going,
No, how?
I get on with him, but then I didn't work with him. Like, I look after the
Well,
star mate that he wants in the
of course, he's gonna be sucking up to you. Of course he is.
Takes me for lunch.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Oh, well, no, genuinely, I genuinely hope he's all right.
Well, we're going to do BritBox and come back to you.
Fine. They're doing BritBox and coming back as well.
Sorry. Oh, wait, maybe Harry is going on. Everyone else then.
Actually, like, you just have some dresses, like, really.
Yeah, that's my opinion. So if you ask someone else, let me give them my opinion, because they might think it's a different way. I don't like hell.
You should love that.
Well, me too. No, it's amazing. Everything's in the spirit of the game. Any team has to win. So there's no grudges, it's all friendships and like Harry amazingly well and very British.
Would you like a quick word with our CEO, BAFTA CEO, Kim Lynch? I think everyone she's here. She'll be ready in a minute.
No one else would have done that.
Everything in this kind of no one like for anyone because we're not only here but also
How did you feel when you first received that nomination? What was your reaction? What's the story?
Yeah, don't tell anyone. Cheers, guys. Love this. Media first? Yes.
Yeah.
Media, guys.
Hi, this is PA for you. Hi guys.
Hi. How are you doing?
Drop on my sleeve.
Oh, amazing. This is a proper dream come true pinch me moment, isn't it?
I can't believe it. I mean, just it doesn't seem real. Like this doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like normal life. It's like a dream that you're just going to wake up from.
It is a dream, isn't it? Is this a dream, actually? Would you tell us?
Basically, wake us up. Or just leave us in it. Don't even wake me up. If it is a dream, don't wake me up, honestly.
People celebrating Harry's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I think I find the celebrity bit weird because like when you say normal people, obviously everyone's normal, but when it's someone like in the street as such, it's like you just talk like you're down the pub or something like that. Yeah.
It doesn't really seem weird. But then when it's a celebrity that you've watched on TV, they come and say, "Oh my God, I loved you on the show." It's like, I loved you on this, I loved you on that. It's just so weird. It's like a surreal moment, isn't it?
It is bizarre. It's like you have a moment where they're talking to you and you go, you know who you are, don't you? Like, why are you coming to say hello to us?
Yeah.
And then they want a picture with you, which is even more bizarre.
Yeah.
And Harry, you would be
I mean, I don't know where that came. I never said I had sleep deprivation as such.
You're
I
just
said,
tired.
You're just tired. Yeah, I know. I didn't say it like in the words. Yeah, I didn't say in the words it was sleep deprivation. You was always looked after. Studio Lambert and the production team were amazing.
Yeah.
It was just due to the amount of work you had to do, especially as a traitor, you was just tired because you didn't have as much time to sleep. That was basically what I was getting.
You are just exhausted.
Yeah.
I think everyone's almost in the same boat. But yeah, for the traitors, it's like our brains can never switch off because we've got to plan the next day's worth of strategy and things that are going on. So yeah.
And you're lying constantly too. So like I know it's like weird to say, but like you are lying constantly, as in even down to the little points of you can't look any more tired than anyone else. So like if that makes sense, you're basically lying by facial features, emotions and stuff like that, because you've got the same amount of sleep as everyone else, because they don't realise you've been up murdering people while they're asleep. So,
exactly right. Yeah.
It's a weird combination.
Lying is tiring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it
Yeah.
for longer than 3 weeks.
Unless it's for 100 grand.
Unless it's for 100 grand. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, overthinking was just like, especially for me, I think Harry was a little bit more like natural and went through it better than I did. But like I was like proper doing I was writing scripts. He's going to say this the next day, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that, I'm going to plant this seed. So like I think I went too far with it.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch any other series that you understand? Do you have any TV series from this year or 2023?
God, I don't really watch The Traitors is the best show in the world.
Yeah.
So anything else, it doesn't feel as good watching it.
The weirdest thing is that I never watched the Traitors beforehand either, and I've not watched any of the others. So it's like I literally know the Traitors from my series and my series alone, which is absolutely mental. But yeah, like Paul said, I think I'm very much of a Netflix guy. So I love The Gentleman. That is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I think that is probably one of my favourite TV shows.
Yeah, same actually.
Going, especially this year.
You like your gangster stuff, don't you?
I love my
you
gangster.
do. Yeah.
You can't tell I'm a bit of a gangster. A lying, thieving gangster.
If Peaky Blinders comes back, you know to cast as your lead actor.
Thank you.
We will. Loved it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Hello, I've got Sarah Pott, who's the chair of BAFTA. Chair of BAFTA. Yeah.
I'm worried about your lack of hats.
I'm hoping you've all got hats.
What is this?
Just we need some BAFTA branding as well.
Well, no, just feeling that finish. Do you want me to?
Well, we've just missed it, so we'll be on next year's one, so hopefully everyone still knows us by then.
You've got to give other people a shot. So we'll give all the other shows, I don't even know what they're called, and then next year we'll obviously win everything.
They're all my favourites. I think one of the things that I would comment on is how lovely it is to be able to celebrate with shows like The Crown and Succession and Happy Valley as they came to their finales. You know, shows that have given us so much challenge and joy and delight over the last few years are now over. So to be able to sort of be here with the practitioners making and starring in those programmes and celebrate with them is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite good at it. I didn't see it, really. So, like, my For You page and TikTok, stuff like that.
Several things. I think we have a huge amount of talent in this country. We are natural storytellers. When you look, you know, in the BAFTA Craft Awards that happened a couple of weeks ago, at the standard of writing for the Drama Writing Award, again with Succession, with Demon 79, with Happy Valley, etc., the quality is so high. And part of that, to my mind, is the brilliantly mixed economy that we have, where we have public service broadcasters, we have other broadcasters, we have the streamers, and that balance, giving all those different routes to market, so to speak, I think really engenders a lot of
I
quality.
think Harry was worse than I was, so I got more heat.
Yeah. Traitors, The Coronation, still Strictly Come Dancing is still, you know, so popular, gets people sitting in their sitting rooms and watching it in real time.
Next Sunday I'm happy to travel back to now on a Sunday I'm in London at the back of the Red Carpet being interviewed and stuff like that with my best mate. It's like unbelievable. I can't even comprehend what's happened. My feet haven't touched the ground yet. and it's just a dream come true.
I see no reason why it won't. You know, it constantly surprises us. People constantly come up with new and amazing formats that get an audience absolutely hooked and a nation having a conversation. So I think there's life there yet.
Oh, everyone knows about it. But yeah, it was after that first couple of episodes I thought,
We would never we would never comment on His Royal Highness's schedule. But he is a huge supporter of BAFTA and very, very supportive of everything we do, and we really appreciate his involvement.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Stay cool.
I mean, I've always said this, this is absolutely mental, and everyone says you're an idiot. My best advice is you have to go in there and trust someone. And obviously the whole game is about not being able to trust anyone, but you need that person there on your team. Because if you go in as a solo ranger and you've got theories or you've got things you want to bring to the table, if you've got no one to back you or support you, no one's going to go with you. You need to create. And also it works vice versa. If someone's coming at you and wants you to be gone, if you've got no one to stand up and support you and say how they believe in you, you're done. I think that's my best advice, is that you need to go in there with open arms, play it yourself and be an open, don't fight anything, but then also find I'm very grateful to be there.
yeah. You need to kind of like befriend everybody in there, right?
Yeah.
Have people stick up for you and then fight your battles for you.
Yeah.
We do. Sometimes we were called out. We wouldn't even respond. Someone else would
Would jump in, yeah, and then that takes the attention off yourself.
But I said, you know, black tie, a bit of camp, a bit of vibe to me, and it's round table songs.
Boom, and go, oh yeah, that was quite weird actually. And then it all just like, it's absolutely mental, but it's a great mental that we all love. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, went to screening. It's fine.
Yeah, everyone chased me through the picture. Like,
There's a lot of gritted teeth. Like when we wanted to do hi everyone. I remember we got found in the WhatsApp group and we got added to that. I think the first thing we put in my phone there was sorry.
You want to
15, I feel good at 15. At 12, I feel good at 13.
Yeah, lovely. I'll bring you over next time.
You know, I don't think I felt like that was a bit extreme, but too much. So obviously, we're still getting a track going. Seeing Harry so yeah,
Something might be being put up at the moment. Thank you so much, James.
Hello. Are you good for me to bring Aina over? Because I know you guys and...
I'll tell you the plan. If that's all right. Sorry, you guys just...
and then as soon as the event finished, you had my taxi outside of there. No, but I got Thank you so much for chatting with me. I'm going to be in there when you do that. Where are you? This finishes at 4. Yeah. Oh, do I need to carry out? Hello.
like when she walked in the house, it was like, oh yeah, this is normal. I don't know, you know when you're a bit like so surreal, it just felt so normal. And I feel like we got each other really well. Like I got her and she got me. And yeah, we just had this really nice like friendship. Like it was kind of like a family friendship type thing. And yeah, she was always interested in what I was doing, and I would always be interested by her. She's got some awesome stories. And yeah, we just really got along, and I think she kind of just saw me as like her son in the house. But yeah, I love her. She's an amazing.
How did it kind of feel when you left?
Yeah, I think I left in a backdoor election, so it wasn't live. So I had some time to like process. I had 24 hours to process everything. But after it was just like people recognise you more. That's one of the things.
Do you guys want to highlight it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Perfect. I'm glad because that's my show.
Oh, nice.
I want to be dance with everyone.
So what we're doing is you'll have Bradley, and then he's going to go to Global, and then we'll swap, and you can have Anna. Okay, lovely.
Hello.
Do you mind seeing that team?
Hello. I'm like, do I lean over? No worries. Am I holding? No, you're holding that. I'm like, amazing. Oh.
So first of all, how does it feel to be here today? What are your favourite TV moments of the year as well?
Oh, okay, good question. I feel like I'm very grateful to be here. I think like when I was growing up, I always wanted to, experience this red carpet with amazing people. So yeah, very grateful and very surreal to be here right now. But I think my favourite TV moments of the year, it's got to be Traitors. Traitors has got to be one of them. It was just iconic. I was gripped from start to finish. And then Big Boys as well. If it's not reality, Big Boys. And I was actually really lucky to work with Harriet on Rec as well, and she's in Big Boys. But yeah, that was incredible drama, 100%. Yeah, I know.
So yeah, obviously you were in the most recent series of Celebrity Big Brother. Why did you decide to go on it? This is obviously like a rebooted series. Yeah, why did you decide to go on? I know you've spoken a bit about wanting to be open about your autism diagnosis and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe you could just speak a bit on that.
Yeah, definitely. I think when I got offered to go on the show, it was a bit of like a, do I do it, do I not? And I remember signing the contract and it was like 3 days before I went in, I was like, oh yeah, I'm still not going in, like it doesn't feel real. And then obviously I went in. But the main reason I did say yes in the end, it was more like you said, it was like, growing up there was not many representation, especially being queer and autistic, like I couldn't really name a couple really. And I think I've always wanted to be an advocate for neurodivergency, and I think having a platform on ITV, it's unheard of really to see an autistic people just say they're autistic. I know that sounds really stupid, but I wanted to be that and give it to people, and the amount of messages and the positivity I got back from it was overwhelming, but very, very grateful. And yeah, I'm so glad that people could see, like, even if they don't resonate with me altogether, like little parts of me that they're like, oh, I feel seen on TV. That's all I ever want and all I ever asked for. So yeah, I've been very, very happy to do the show. Yeah.
And obviously the way that you sort of came off of the show was so like sudden. It was such like a plot twist. Were you expecting that at all? Like, what was that moment like for you? And did you get to say goodbye properly?
Yeah, so it was really weird. So we obviously we did nothing the whole day. Like they probably didn't show this because we did nothing the whole day. We did actually do the spa treatment, but we made that up ourselves. So we're like, we're definitely doing a task today. Like, what's happening? And then at 8 p.m. here, we don't know the time, but it was around 8 p.m. here, and they were like, oh, it's a rendezvous, and I was a bit like, okay, the final's in 2 days, someone's going to, like, late. There's not going to be 6 of us in the final. Like, I'm quite logical. I'm like, there's not going to be 6 of us in the final. And then when I was the last one, I turned to Dave, and I was just like, I'm going home. I feel it. And then I went in the room, saw AJ, and then my brain was still, like, working 1,000 miles per hour. I was like, is AJ my friend? Because I met AJ a couple of times. Like, is she my friend, or what is going on? Then the lights went red. I was like, oh, okay. And it was a weird moment because I just felt so grateful and so, like, I didn't want to cry, I didn't get upset, I was just like, wow, what an experience, and I ended this way, and luckily, old Big Brother, I don't think they would let me say goodbye, but this Big Brother let me go in the house, say goodbye, and then I was meant to go through the main entrance to go out onto the stage with no one there, but the door was broken, so I went through the diary room, but yeah, it was very surreal, but yeah, I loved every moment.
Thank you for speaking with us.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy the sun. Hello. Hello. Right. Am I looking too sweaty? Am I right? No. This is nice. I don't. No. That's what I was thinking. No, they're not. No.
But I mean, to be a part of the show like that would be very funny.
100%. For that to be like my first acting thing I've ever done, and be around a group of such amazing people, inspirational people, and to have a queer show and something that's very close to my heart, I was just, forever grateful. Like, I can always look back in life and be like, that happened.
The baby's joining. How exciting is that? Not the Jew.
I know. I didn't meet him though. I didn't meet him fuming. But he'll be there. And what an amazing person to be a part of it as well. And, I think he's a massive fan of the show as well. So I think he was as excited as all of us were. But maybe I'll meet him at the premiere. Maybe. I think because it's like teenagers that I've never met either of them. Because I'm only in the school season, aren't I? So, but again, premiere. Hopefully, Jonathan Bailey goes to the premiere.
That'll be that. I'm hoping.
Oh my God, it's sorry. I want to walk into the show road, but I had the best time. I made the bestest friends, and I wouldn't. Looking back now, I was never going it, and I'm so glad I did. So, oh, fuck it, I went on it. But I had the best time and made the most amazing friends. I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
Sure. That must have been quite a risk for you as well. Like, you never know how many an hour, 24 hours as well.
Definitely.
There was plenty of drama in the house.
Oh my God, I think the one thing that was in the back of my, I trusted myself a lot. I know I'm a nice person, and I knew that I would only be there and having a good time. So I trusted myself in that instance to be like, I'm not going to get cancelled as such, but I was just myself, and that's what I could be really.
I mean, I presume you watched X Factor back in the day. How was it to be in a house with Miss Sharon Osbourne and Louis Walsh?
I know. When I'm not here, but them two walked out. Then there's like, there you being judged, and they walked out. I was like, this is normal. This is so normal. And them two were just very different but very funny. And me and Sharon we got along really well. And we just had so much fun together. And she did say I was her favourite. So.
I mean, were you surprised when they were like, because they both kind of opened up about their showbiz secrets and whatever, did anything like surprise you?
Everything that came out of Louis' mouth surprised me. It was like, Louis, you're being recorded. And there was one day, it was like quite late in the evening, and he just started doing this and sneaking, and he was like, they won't show it. And I went, they're recording Louis. And he was like, no, they won't show it. I went, Louis, you're just Louis. And he was convinced there was no cameras in Sharon's room, which I think is where all the tea got spilled in Sharon's room. But Louis, you never know with Louis. You just gotta like speak to him. Next thing you know, he's just saying all this drama, and you're like, fair,
And what's next for you?
I've been in rehearsal all week for Baby's a Musical, which is the new musical coming to the Other Palace, where Heather started as well. And it's going to be everyone here. I feel like all the hearts of my class are getting on stage for some reason. Here was my first match. Very excited to be a part of an amazing new production as well.
Amazing. And well, you're here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't take anything with it. Of course, I left them there.
I'll keep my eyes out.
Vodka lime soda.
What did you guys think about
Things that I can't do without.
Let me get a pack.
It was like bubbling.
With the excitement.
Oh, it's so dire out here, isn't it? That's only in LA, it's unbelievable. Congratulations, it's really nice. It's one of our most good.
is so much, it's ridiculous. Am I moving? I remember this.
I'm not in charge. As an actor. Writers and other practices, so they're phenomenal writers, like really great actors. So I'll leave them. They know what they're doing. Anyone else? I can't say anything. I'll get into all people's trouble, so I'm never allowed to say anything. But I mean, it's exciting. And to be able to know the character that you're saying, notebooks and this and that when you're already trying to catch something. I have been used to it, yeah. But the writing is like that.
Right, I've got to kind of go to the outside.
Yeah. Oh, well, what do you do?
Yeah, no, whatever you guys want.
Oh, happy to. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Season 3, yes.
How are are you guys feeling today?
It's amazing. It's just great to be in a show that people really enjoy.
Yes.
Just like general public, but then to get a nod at the BAFTAs, it's just that like cherry on the top.
Yeah, it's sort of the height of what you want in a way, because we have so much fun. It's so collaborative. Everyone works really hard, and the fact that BAFTA's recognised us is really, really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And yeah, Slow Horses has done really well. What do you think the appeal is for viewers?
Oh God, I mean, I think it's just got so many themes in it. I think it's got a really unique tone. It's really funny.
It does, yeah. Also, it's very human. It's no one's perfect in the show. I know often with spy series, it's quite veneered and it's quite polished. That you see the working relationships and the working cogs of each person, their fallibilities and stuff. So it's really quite human. It's a very human show.
Like really rounded characters and just something to relate to.
And I saw that the director said of Slow Horses that he was worried it wouldn't do well in like internationally. But Slow Horses has done really well internationally, specifically in North America, I think. So why do you think it has that sort of international appeal, given it is quite like a sort of very British, quirky kind of comedy?
I think it's a brilliant, authentic version of London.
It is, and it feels like London's a character.
Yeah.
And London's so recognisable.
It's so recognisable, and it's not squeaky clean. Like these characters are like, they work in filth.
Yeah.
And that feels quite real.
Yeah,
it feels real.
It does. They're down the pub as opposed to into a really nice bar having a martini. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
It's really grounded, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
If you go back to when I started out, Castaway was arguably the most organic, natural reality.
Hello. Are they going to let you over this road, or do you have to stay back there? Do that wherever.
But occasionally, a really authentic reality comes along, and I think that's what we're going to see in the next few years. You're going to see more authenticity, and it can go away from the shiny primary colours. It feels time to come full circle. Maybe I'll go back to the
We're going to do PA.
I love family.
Hello guys. I've got the cast of big boys for you.
This is the cast of Big Boys.
Hello, PA.
And it's been a lot for everyone who works behind the scenes, and of course for me.
Hello.
Feeling groovy, baby.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's an honour, isn't it? A privilege.
I think it's probably a lot of the representation, a lot of the queerness, a lot of the bereavement, all of that, and how funny it is and how like normal it is. You know, we make it just like a slice of life.
Everyone can relate to that. We've all kind of suffered, haven't we? And maybe a few years ago, perhaps longer, it wasn't really talked about or discussed. And so now, I think, you know, Jack's interpretation of how life was for him was something that everybody could relate to in a way and go, yeah, I hear you. That's happening to me. I understand. And I am part of that crew. And also with bereavement as well and loss. We don't really talk about that, do we? We're British and it's like, but now we kind of can, because there's a lot of humour in loss and tragedy and death, sadly, but it can be hilarious.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny
Laugh
things
or
we've
cry,
all
and we do both.
Yeah.
And as it's like a comedy show, when you guys read the script, do you instantly know sort of which bits are the funny bits, or is that something that you sort of find out while you're filming, if that makes sense?
Oh, you can tell what bits are funny.
Yeah.
Jack's writing is exceptional. He's very good at
Imagine
being
if
able
I
to-
did just go like, that's not supposed to be funny, and you're like, but I'm doing a big knob joke, Jack. I'd be like, no, it's a
Yeah,
serious
as you're
knob
crying,
joke.
telling us. Don't speak to me now. Yeah, no, Jack, you can differentiate between the two quite easily. And obviously, sometimes when you get in the room and you play and everyone's very collaborative, wires might cross, and actually what was funny might not be, or vice versa. But on the paper, it's very obvious which is which.
And I like giving these guys the opportunity to like spice it up a bit and make different choices and kind of like, I think a lot of comedy is about being in the moment, and it's all about timing, and if somebody does something funnier at the time and in the moment with all the conditions, then I'll take credit for that. Sometimes the funniest jokes of Big Boys aren't even the ones I've written, they're the ones these guys come up with on the spot.
He's not telling the truth. Everything he does is brilliant and funny.
Definitely. He makes our job so much easier, for sure, because it's just such amazing writing.
Children! Thank you,
so
darling.
much. Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Oh look, you've got that. There you go, there's some hoovers as well. Please get a picture of you, me and Sophie there. They've got a cooler. Great. So I've had that on for a little while. It's got loads in it. I won't go down and get more.
Not for me.
Oh, amazing. This is a proper dream come true, pinch me moment, isn't it?
I can't believe it. I mean, just it doesn't seem real. Like, this doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like normal life. It's like a dream that you're just going to wake up from.
It is a dream, isn't it? Is this a dream, actually? Would you tell us?
Basically,
Oh.
wake us up. Or just leave us in it. Don't even wake me up. If it is a dream, don't wake me up, honestly.
People
Hopefully everyone still remembers us by then.
You've got to give all the
Grace, am I holding? No, you're holding that. I'm like, amazing.